guys. Again, please ignore the template in the following video, as both the team and the badges will not be updated until part 10, so sorry for the inconvenience. Alright, so here we are in Lavender Town, which is where we left off from in part 7, obviously. And what we will be doing is going over the new nicknames for both Bud and Royalty, our Venusaur now, and our Dorino. So, as we open up our menu here to see the new nickname, Royalty's nickname, as you can tell, is now Sting. Now, you might think, just because it's poison, whatever, I actually named him after the lead vocalist and bass player for the band The Police. So, when I made that decision, I'm like, I'm going to go music. So, Bud turned into Buddy Guy, who is a famous blues guitar player who I enjoy. So that is the new nicknames for our team. As you can also tell, Flash is no longer with us, as we don't need him. So it is Sting, Buddy Guy, and Cut for the time being. So what we'll be doing, first off, is heading over here into Lavender Tower. I'm walking through the lobby. And I forget where the stairs are, so ignore this. Go over here to the stairs, and we're going to go up here. And we're going to fight our rival, because we haven't seen him since the SSN. It's been a while, and we should compare teams, see who comes out on top. So as you see here, Ryan would like the Vados, and he's got 5 Pokemon this time, as opposed to our 3, technically 2. But like always, he starts off with his Pidgeotto, now level 25. But as you can see, Sting is level 35. So we are very over-leveled for where we are in the game, but don't worry, it will be leveling itself out as we continue. He gets this with the sand attack spam that his Pidgeotto likes to do, but we finally hit him with the Bubble Beam after about 2 or 3 attempts. That's now gone. Now we have the Execute. I stay in for the first little bit here because I'm like, a Horn Attack will do it, and then I miss and I get put to sleep. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm not having this. So I'm going to switch into Cut here, kind of some, it's like a sacrifice. Also expecting the Confusion, as Execute is part Psychic and can learn Confusion. And I was like, no, my Poison type is not going to take that, especially when he's asleep. So I kind of put Cut in so I could fully switch to Buddy Guy, and hopefully just overpower his Execute before he can get a Confusion off. But as you can tell here, Cut lasts quite a long time in his battle, as he, I guess, decides to go for the Barrage instead of Confusion. But unfortunately, Cut is asleep for the whole duration of the battle that he is in, and as you see, Barrage takes him out. So I guess we're 1 for 1 now. I got 2 left, he's got 4. But we send out our level 35 Buddy Guy, who goes for the Body Slam. Almost knocks him out, avoids the Hypnosis, goes for the Body Slam again, wiping out his Execute. If you have like a Flying type or a Fire type, or what else, Bug, I guess, you can easily take him out. Again, he shouldn't be much of a problem. Now he sends out a Gyarados, level 22, which isn't too much of a problem, as Buddy Guy is a beast and gets another critical Razor Leaf, which is what he is known for in this series now, knocking that out in 1 hit. So now we got ourselves a Kadabra, level 20. Again, if this thing gets off some Psychic attacks, I could be screwed, but its low defense goes down to a single Body Slam. We're good. Now he sends out his starter, which is, in this case, Charmeleon, or will be a Wartortle or an Ivysaur, depending on your starter. Always be the one that's strong against you. His Ember does legit nothing, and I wipe him into a critical Body Slam. And with that, does Buddy Guy grow level? No, he does not. So, fortunately, he is still level 35, but that's like 10 levels higher than his highest. So we beat our rival in the Lavender Tower. Now what we'll be doing is, he's telling us that he caught a Cubone, even though we didn't fight him with a Cubone. Don't understand that. But he tells us that he will smell us later, and he departs. So we're also going to depart. We're going to come back to Lavender Tower at a later point, so don't worry guys. We're not leaving it completely out of the way. We're just moving it aside for the time being. So I'm just going to head off and heal. Did that. And now we're going to head on to Route 8 over here, en route to Celadon City. Now I'm going to speed this up as I go through the trainers here. So I will see you guys momentarily, or I might talk over it, who knows. I'll try my best to try and keep up with what's going on. So let's go. So the first trainer here has a Clefairy, 2 Clefairies. This guy has a Growlithe and a Vulpix. Damn, this is fast. Grimer and Muck, and another Grimer. This guy has a Coughing. She's got a Nidoran female and a Nidorina, which takes a lot of hits, surprisingly. This chick has 3 Meowths. And this chick has a Pidgey, a Rattata, a Nidoran male, a Meowth, and a Pikachu. This guy has a Poliwag times 2 and a Poliwhirl. And this guy has a Voltorb, a Coughing, a Voltorb, and a Magnemite. Not really any difficult trainers there. I just healed up. And sweet reach, Celadon City. Now, as you guys saw in the beginning of the video, saying how the badges, obviously because it still shows I have 2, even though you guys know I have 3. This is the old template. And also, I only have Ivysaur, even though I have a Venusaur, and Nidorino there. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to edit in all this stuff due to just some technical errors. So, unfortunately, for this part and the next video, the template will still look like this. But in the next part 10, it will be fully updated with all our team members. So don't worry, guys. It's not just like to sit in the back and look pretty. So as you saw there, if you go into the back of the Pokemon Mansion and go up to the roof, you can get yourself an Eevee. Now with Eevee, normal type Pokemon, level 25 I believe you get it at. Nothing too special in itself, it's an RA Pokemon, but what you'll want to do is not go to the Celadon Mansion like I look at there. Go down here to the Celadon department store, which is a giant Pokemart. And what you're going to want to do is go up to the 4th floor, which is, that's the 2nd, this is the 3rd, as you see there. And here we go, 4th floor. But it's easy to spot because it's got the only desk that's down here. So you want to go talk to this guy, and he sells the elemental stones: Fire Stone, Thunder Stone, and Water Stone. I pick up a Water Stone, so you can probably guess who I'm picking as my evolution. Firestone gets you a Flareon, Thunderstone gets you a Jolteon, and Water Stone gets you a Vaporeon, which you will be seeing momentarily. But what I'm doing first is I'm going up here, and I'm grabbing a fresh water. Now this is important if you want a Pokemon to learn this move. Then you take that and go over to this girl here, and you give her the fresh water. And she will give you TM13, which is Ice Beam, which is a very strong Ice-type move, good against Dragon types, which we'll need for later. So as you can see here, I go down through my menu, use my Water Stone on Jetsam, which is the band that Jason Newsted started after he left Metallica, or as he was leaving Metallica during that kind of awkward period, called Flotsam and Jetsam, and also Vaporeon is the Bubble Jet Pokemon, so that's why I chose that name. But now, as you see, we have a level 25 Vaporeon, who I am now currently teaching Ice Beam to. So that will be my Pokemon to battle some dragons with, and other various Pokemon, like flying types that are weak to ice. As you see here, it's got a pretty high special stat, which is great for Ice Beam, and unfortunately its moves kind of suck, aside from Ice Beam. I go into my menu and I use that rare candy that I had earlier. Nope, not yet. Okay, I guess I do that at a later point. So as you see, now we can go back down. If you talk to this guy on the 3rd floor, you can get a fighting type move called Counter. Alright, I kind of just picked it up to sell at a later point. And he makes a pun, so that's also why you should talk to him. I guess I just randomly talk to this guy, because, you know, why not? Being a friendly individual. And that's pretty much all you can really do in the department store, I kind of just go over here to check out the TMs, which I pick up TM32 and TM09, which is double team and takedown, I believe, or double edge, one of the two. It's one of those moves that it's a high powerful normal type move that also damages yourself. And there I go using the rare candy on Jetsam. He's now level 26. So he's only like about 10 levels or so behind everybody, and 09 is takedown. That's right. So we teach takedown to Jetsam, just so he has another move that's a bit more powerful than tackle. As we continue here, I don't know why, I don't know what I was doing when I was recording this. There was a lot of these awkward pauses. I probably cut out close to 10 minutes of me standing in a location doing absolutely nothing. So I had no idea what I was doing or what I was even on when I was recording these. Kidding, don't do drugs, kids. Anyway, so what we'll want to do now is go over this way towards the Celadon Games corner. Because now, since we don't do drugs, we're going to just gamble away our money. But what you want to do first, actually, before you go in there, is go into this building and not talk to this guy. Not talk to this guy, like I do, because I talk to both of the guys you're not supposed to. But you want to talk to this guy up in the corner. Basically, it tells you that he is broke now because of the game corner, so he gives us his coin case, which is what you need in order to actually get coins to use in the game corner. So with that, we're going to head back on over to the game corner, and we're going to get some game coins, because there's something we need to get here. Well, actually, there's a few things. So we're going to head off into the first area. First set of prizes are Abra, Clefairy, and Mid-Arena. Not too bad. Second one has a Dratini, a Scyther, and a Porygon. Porygon is like impossible to get. That is so many coins. And then you have TM23, TM15, and TM50. Some interesting moves. I'll be going over those later as I go back for them. But if you basically talk to a few people in here, you can receive some coins. This guy gives you 20. I think you can get 50 coins by talking to people in here. Yeah, if you talk to those two, and then I believe it's this guy. And he gives you 10 coins, so you get a free 50 coins. Which is good to start off with, but you can also buy 50 coins for 1,000 Poké Dollars. Now, I'm going to speed this up as I'm going to buy as many as I can for the amount of money that I have, which you will see how many I can get. It's about 2,300 I get with the amount of money I have. So basically, if you double the amount of coins you have, or need, let's say, you double it and then times it by 10, that's how much money it's going to cost. So as you saw, like, do Dratini, for example, was 2,800 coins. It's about 56,000 that you need in order to make 2,800 coins. So we have 2,350, and we are going to head over west here, a little detour, and use cut on this tree after we see we can't get past because of the Snorlax. We notice that we are on Route 16, so I go up and use cut on this tree. Thanks to cut, he's still very important to us at this moment. We go into the grass here. I don't know why I'm in my menu actually. Oh, because I'm switching Sting into the lead. Because I guess he has a really weak attack that I'm going to be using for some reason. What could it be? So as you see, I luck out, and on my first encounter, I get a Doduo, who just happens to be a normal flying type Pokemon who can learn the move Fly, which is very vital to get around the Kanto region without using your feet or your bike. I kind of get lucky, but also worry here that I poison him, but luckily it only deals less than half. So I start throwing some Pokeballs. I try to save my Great Ball. Could use it for something later. I'm like, I don't think I can catch it with a Pokeball. So first ball goes, and unfortunately it breaks out, and I'm like, oh no. This thing's going to die of poison, I'm going to run out of Pokeballs, this is just going to be a nightmare. So I go for ball number 2. 1 wiggle, 2 wiggle, and we're good. So now we have Doduo, who, as you can probably tell by now, since I caught him and was trying to catch him, that he is the 4th member of our team. 5th being in the party right now because of Cut, but Cut won't be there forever. We'll be giving a nickname to Doduo, which is going to be Rush, named after the great Canadian band Rush, because when Doduo evolves into Dodrio, it has 3 heads, and Rush has 3 members in its band. And that's my reason. So, I went off and I healed to get rid of the poison on Rush. And this guy just has good effort for getting in, because supposedly it's difficult. But if you go over and you go to this house here, and you talk to this lady, if you promise not to tell anybody that she's there, she gives you HMO2, which coincidentally is the move Fly, which we can actually use now. So we're going to teach that to Rush, so we can fly around this beautiful region of Kanto. And even though he doesn't have any wings, he can learn to fly. So yeah, that joke there was for, I guess, that little reference that was Rush's song Fly By Night, because Rush learned Fly, and making a little pun on his name. So yeah, I know, lame. So anyway, we're going to continue on here to back to the game corner and talk to the Rocket Grunt, who battled us because Rocket Grunts are douchebags. Then we're going to have Rush in the lead here for this fight and see how he handles himself. And he's perfect level. He's a level 20 fighting a level 20. And deals pretty good damage. And he's pretty quick, a little slower than Eradicate here, but he's probably the fastest member in our team as of right now. Or will be if he's maxed out. I don't know if he's actually higher. I'd have to look at the stats. But he handles him own right off the bat. With the move Fly, Peck isn't too great. I think a Fly would have wiped him out in 1 hit. But still, he only takes 10 damage from a bite from Zubat. And then he gets a critical, wiping Zubat out. And we defeat the Rocket. Which, you might think, oh, why is this Rocket standing there? He walks off screen here. So what you're going to want to do is press A on the poster here. And there's a switch behind it. So you press it, and this door opens, which is otherwise not there. So yeah, that's right, we are doing the Rocket Game Corner Hideout. So we are going to do this. I'll only be showing the battles that I know for sure you have to do. So like this guy, yeah, you kind of have to do him because he's on the way out. But I'm just going to skip him because honestly, Rocket Grunts usually only have like Coughings or Zubats or Grimers. Nothing really that you haven't seen before. And they just drag on. So, yeah. There's a lot of them here. I think, as you can see, that we've already seen 3, battle 2 of them. So we're going to head downstairs. I accidentally go upstairs. So you want to head downstairs to this part. Then we have our first sliding floor puzzle piece thingy, where you step on those arrows and you go that way until you no longer move. So we battled him. I decided to put Buddy Guy in the front just to really just get through this spot without too much trouble. If you go on the bottom one, actually, this goes through 1 movement instead of 2 if you do the top one. So yeah, basically if you want to do, if you follow my path exactly, you can get all the items, which I'm doing here, which here you get a nugget. Nuggets are always fun to grab. It's free money. So what you'll want to do is keep heading this way. And you can go up here and you can grab another Moonstone, just in case if you want to evolve something else that evolves on Moonstone, like Clefable, Wigglytuff. If you have a Nido King, Nido Queen, and I think that's it in this gen. So if you wanted like 2 Nido Kings, or a Nido King and a Nido Queen, or throw a Clefable or Wigglytuff in that mix, there you go. So what you're going to want to do is just keep following this path and take the top one to go this way. If you take the bottom one, you can go over that side and get another item, which I show actually later on. So what you want to do is if you go up here, there's another rocket you can battle. Again, nothing special, so I'm not showing that. Because you don't really have to battle them. No hit 'em item there. I always check for hit 'em items because you never know. We got a hyper potion up here, 200 HP. And another rocket trainer, because you know you can never have enough of these guys, because they are so much fun to battle. Fortunately, you guys won't know until the first battle I show you guys. Yeah, so don't worry, there are I think 3 battles I will show you in this spot. So here we notice the elevator they're talking to get to the boss. If you go in, you need a key. So unfortunately we can't use the elevator yet, so let's figure out how to use this elevator. So what you want to do is go up this way, and you're going to want to go down these stairs up here. Now what I do is I go back and I grab that item, I think, before we continue, which is it's pretty easy to get to. You just take that path and then this path, and you get back to that double choice where you got down here. And instead of taking the top one, you take the bottom one, and it will send you up and to the left. And there you go, there's that last item. And then get that, you take the second right, and you can go boom, and it's super potion, not as good as the hyper potion, but 50 HP still ain't bad to have, you know what I mean? Any healing items, really. So we are just heading back over to go towards these stairs. I'm just going to quickly go heal and sell some items. So that was why there was kind of that awkward quick cut there. But I went off and I healed and I sold some items just in case we find something else here. So here we have yet another Rocket Grunt who we aren't going to show. We press on over down here to pick up a TN10, which is, what is TN10? Double Edge, yeah. So the opposite one of Takedown, which we teach to Rush, just so he has another move at this point. Won't be keeping this on his moveset as he learns some better moves, obviously, but I will prefer Double Edge to Growl. So with that, we are going to move up and onwards to the left side of this room, which has yet another floor puzzle. And what you want to do is, again, just follow what I do. It's pretty easy. Yeah, this is probably one of the more trickier puzzles. You want to take the third one down, which sends you to the right and down, so you can battle this guy. So, yeah, this guy is required, but again, he's not difficult, and he has the same old thing as every other Rocket Grunt, so we're not going to show him. He sucks. And what you want to do is you get to this ladder, which you get down to this part. Now over here, we have yet another item on a table, which is an HP up. Increases your HP, but it can also be sold for 4,900 polka dollars. So, I mean, if you want to increase the HP of your Pokemon, you know, you can. Or if you need to make some fast money, there you go. Here we have TMO2, which I believe is Razor Wind, which is a useless move in my opinion. I sell it for money. So now this guy is something you do want to fight. You do have to fight this guy. So, like, actually, you have to fight him. So I'm showing him. He has a level 21 coughing. It will come up apparent at the end of the battle why you have to fight him, but again, I have a level 37 Venusaur with Body Slam. This is a cakewalk. So he's got a Zubat. I just keep Buddy Guy and just a Body Slam him. Why not? We're getting this over with quick, guys. We're not lollygagging. So with that, we defeat the Rocket Grunt here, who just says no. So what you want to do is talk to him after you fight him, and he says, "Oh no, I dropped the lift key," and then drops the lift key for you to pick up, which is the key you need to use the elevator. Yeah, that's how easy it is. So then you go up, and you can go over here and get yourself a free rare candy. Who doesn't love those? Which I go into my item menu and use on Rush, get him to level 22. Team's starting to look I can't speak English. It looks like it's starting to come together, guys, with 4 of the 6 final team members in place and starting to catch up. So what you want to do is, again, just follow the path that I take to get back over to the elevator, which is pretty easy. And once you do that, you head over back into the elevator, and I go to the basement floor 1, which is up 1 level, which is what you want to do on your way out, because if you fight this guy, which I'm not showing, even though he's, I guess, required on the way out, the door he was, that door that looked closed, like that wall or whatever, once you beat him it goes away, so you can get out without having to go through everything again. So, now we're at this part. If we go all the way over here, they're like leaving items on tables, and we get ourselves an iron, increases defense, and can also be sold for 4,900 polka dollars. So, we're gonna talk to this guy on the left, and we're gonna battle him, as he is required to open that wall gate thing in front of us. He's got 3 Pokemon. He's got a Sandshrew, level 23 to start off with. So, again, no problem for our level 38 Venusaur buddy guy with Razor Leaf. He's just going to honestly walk through this section. Because guess what? It's a critical. Oh god, I get so many of those now. He also sends out a level 23 Ekans. Yeah, level 23 Ekans, who we just body slam into oblivion. Just get out of here. No one likes you, Ekans. Unless your favorite Pokemon is Ekans, then I'm sorry. But this guy also then has a level 23 Sandslash. Looks pretty cool in this gen, not gonna lie. But I think he is exclusive to Pokemon Blue. So unfortunately, if you do like the way he looks and you would like to use him on your team, and you're playing Pokemon Red, you can't. So we defeated the left Rocket. Now we move on to the right Rocket, who is the last guy we need to fight to open this stupid wall gate thing. I don't even know what they really are. But again, this guy also has 3 Pokemon, and he starts off with a level 23 Ekans. There's a bit of a pattern here. So what we would do is we use our last Body Slam, get that Ekans out of here, because, you know, most people don't like Ekans, and he's weak. And he went down to 1 Body Slam from the giant monster thingy. He also then sends out a level 23 Sandshrew, which is absolutely nothing for our Razor Leaf, especially with a critical. Again, 100% critical hit ratio, and his last Pokemon is an Arbok. So like the other guy, like how it's Sandshrew, Ekans, Sandslash, this guy is Ekans, Sandshrew, Arbok. Pretty cool. Even though Arbok resists Razor Leaf, it deals a lot of damage. And we just have to use a second Razor Leaf to kill him, so with that, we defeated the 2 trainers. And with that, the gate should open. And when that gate opens, we have this man over here, who is impressed that we made it all the way here. Now, who could this gentleman be? He's got a suit, and it's Giovanni, the leader of Team Rocket. He starts off with a level 25 Onyx, which it's like they haven't learned or something, that Razor Leaf is just OP and keeps sending us things that Razor Leaf just keeps eating for dinner. So with that, Onyx goes down in 1 hit to a critical, like every other Pokemon that faces it, except for that Arbok. Props to that Arbok. He took 2 Razor Leafs. And he's got a level 24 Rhyhorn next, which, do you really think it's going to stand up to the Razor Leaf? Of course not, it's a critical. Now for his last Pokemon here, I decided to switch it up because Buddy Guy hit level 39 and we don't want to get him too overpowered. So we decided to switch it up and send out Sting against its level 29 Kangaskhan, which is kind of frightening if we weren't 9-10 levels ahead of it. So we go for the Horn Attack, and it goes for Rage. And gets a critical, but still only deals like 15 damage. So we go for another Horn Attack. Rage is building, its attack rose because I hit it with a move while it's in Rage, so it's going to deal more damage. that move can get terrifying if you can't kill this thing quick. So I decided to switch it up to the Fury attack. And every time it hits, its attack builds. So Fury attack, double slap, moves like that. Don't use it when Pokemon are using Rage, because it can end up dealing a lot of damage. Like if that would have been a crit, I think I would have been close to like 30 HP there. But luckily I get a crit and wipe this thing out. And luckily for us, this is an easy Giovanni fight. Of course, we will be seeing him later. He's like, I guess, the nemesis of the game, next to our rival. So with that, he says we hope we meet again, and an item appears behind him, which is the Silph Scope, which is what we need to continue on to Lavender Tower, which, as you can probably tell by the runtime, we'll be tackling in the next episode. So when I get back in the elevator, choose the D1F, which is the first floor of the basement. And with that, you can leave. As you see, that gate's now open because we beat him. And if you don't beat these trainers the first time, you'll have to fight them on your way out, which can get annoying if your HP's low from battling Giovanni, so that's why I tackled them first. So since we're near the end, I rack up the remaining coins and get myself 2,800 coins, which is the equivalent of 56,000 actual Poké Dollars. We're heading over to the rewards room, and I go to the wrong prize area. So you want to go to the middle one, and with that 2,800 coins, we're getting ourselves a Dratini, ladies and gentlemen, who is the 5th member of our team. Now, shout out to Drake, from the 6, near where I'm from, so, naming my dragon type after him. With that, guys, I'll be leaving it off here. I'll be seeing you guys in the next episode, where we'll be tackling Lavender Tower and maybe even getting our 4th gym badge. So with that, I'll see you guys in the next episode. See you guys later.